Hi everyone, this is the custom status sync recording on 7th of July. And we have, oh, finally, Heinrich, you have 9 as the confidence level. Okay, great. Now that Heinrich has 9, we'll go GA on 11th. We know that. Um, okay, so we are going through some points from the agenda. And yeah, Agnes, do you want?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I did them today, so I thought that we'll try to group what we need for dog fooding to like enable the feature flag for GitLab org and GitLab com groups, and what can be merged a bit later this week. So I think for like dog fooding, we need two MRs, two backend MRs to be merged. The first one is from Stefanos for moving and cloning when you use custom statuses. And the second one is the latest bug that I discovered on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Um,
maybe it's not that required for dog fooding, the deleting bug, because nobody would really delete on our own groups, right? I mean, we don't have lists yet before we delete,
yeah,
right? We're gonna set it up before we let team members use it. So.
all right. So maybe, yeah, that's true. We can move it to later this week then. Have you had a chance to start working on that? Like doing
Yeah, I'm
any?
just
Oh,
finalizing things, so yeah, I'll try to get it in review today.
oh. And for Stefanos's MR, I saw that. So I already approved that. Henrik reviewed it and left some comments, so I
Yeah.
believe that Stefanos will need to address them today before we can merge it.
Okay. Perfect. Then, do you think, Hendrik, these are like too many changes? Will Stephanus be able to do it today, or will he need a couple of days for it?
I think it should be possible to finish it today. I don't know. Like, I
Oh,
don't know if it like affects something else, but like that specific change might be not that, complicated.
uh, sure, because when everyone wakes up in the US, they'll confirm if we want to, if we are okay to switch it on for GitLab org. So yeah, it should be. So we will have an answer as hopefully as a yes then. Uh,
What's the behavior if we don't have this? Like,
mm,
I think it's not working for custom statuses, so like I believe that it's needed for dog fooding. We cannot like enable the feature flag without that. So it
is
works for
this like
system
when you move?
defined.
So when you move and clone, the work item just ends up with no status, I guess, or something like that,
I
right?
think so, yeah. We don't have any status there.
you want to try right now? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we can. We don't have too many points. And just to, if not, I'm okay. Like, I'm just curious because if it really doesn't affect, then maybe we can without waiting for it. And how do I'm,
Because I mean,
yeah,
a missing status, I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, you could manually set it right afterwards, but I know it's not ideal. But
there's just this status is blocked if I just move. This is a custom status right now, yes?
yeah,
So when I just move it to, for example, GitLab org, it's okay, right? I can move this issue to GitLab org.
yeah, but the status won't show up there, right? Because the feature flag isn't enabled there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Then maybe plan stage. The other project. What is the name of the other project? That this is ultimate. That's premium, right?
yeah,
Premium.
yeah.
So
It's
I think
there.
you are
Oh no.
thinking about a group, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to move it to. This also has the FF on, right?
Yeah, the FF is enabled, and I think we have system defined statuses there.
Let's see how it behaves. Now the mapping and all this logic would also. We have a status as to do.
Yeah,
That
it's the default.
was the
Yeah,
default one. Okay, but it was blocked, so it was open, right? So open to open, and
yeah.
that is. So I think this behaved. as expected. But what were we talking about? We were talking about move and clone for custom statuses, right?
Yeah, I think it's more of like if you move it within the same hierarchy, it should retain the same
See.
yeah, status. But then I don't think it does today or something. I don't know if this group has another project.
If yes, it doesn't. This group doesn't have.
I think there is one more project. It's
There.
called like finalize something.
Yeah,
Okay.
priority.
Okay, so let's try to move at FY26 prioritization, planning breakdown. Uh, no project one. Uh,
Prioritization or something.
Dimension. Is it S or is it? No.
I think it's a
See what's the name? I just copied it.
Start with FY26.
Oh, it's the con. No, still, yeah.
you just do the quick action if you can.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. So the UI, there's a bug here.
I don't know why it's not completing there, but
Move, and if I just give the path to this one, will it work?
yeah, without the GitLab.com, I think it should be that part.
Okay, the
Yeah, group
path,
slash project.
path. Okay, unable to move doesn't exist to support this item type. This is an issue, and we're trying to move it to a project. I guess it should. This is a group only. Oh, there's no project. This is a
Oh
so
yeah, it's a group. Yeah.
okay. So we can create a new project. Okay, I suppose it was a bad decision to try out right now, but let's try one last time and we'll move. Blank. Let's just name a project. Will it affect because it's a private project? No? Should I make it public?
No, I think it should be fine as long as you have access.
Okay. So now this should be the full path, right? For the issue. Let's see. Moved, yeah. So planning breakdown status. Let's see. Planning breakdown. So I think it works, no? This is the same namespace, but we moved it to the same namespace. I guess it will. This is for different namespace, this issue. Or it works with the same namespace because it's the project inside the same group.
Yeah, I guess if it's the same namespace, we don't need to alter the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I
okay.
think it works in a way, but it's not ideal because then MR Stefanos is working on this like the matching stuff, right? If you have like from this namespace to another with the same name, uh it sets it to that new,
New.
ID with the same name. But it's not ideal to set it back to default status. But it's not that bad, but
Yeah, it's not that bad actually. I mean, I thought because the GitLab org, which I'll that namespace doesn't have the system's custom statuses defined. So earlier it was planning breakdown or blocked. I think
yeah.
it works as expected. So let's say that even if this is not done today, I think we can enable the FF for GitLab org, right?
Yeah, I would say let's not delay enabling
Yeah.
just so we have more time to
More time.
test and stuff. So
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let me move that to before GA. I'm not able to copy that. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, till that time. Do you think, Heinrichs, the MR of transferring group or project, this MR, this has been in progress since, I guess 1 or 2 weeks. Is the feedback on this l- too much, or should it be fine? It should be fine within the same, within a couple of days, right? This is the issue, I think. It's not the MR.
Yeah, it's the MR, I forgot, but
Ah, I hope we have the. Why isn't it linked to the development project? Because it was not named with the same.
yeah,
Uh,
I think it wasn't linked, but I have it. It's 193,783, the MR. I forgot what's the current status. I did
193.
783.
Yeah, I think it's in review.
Oh, actually, Stefanos left a comment. I didn't notice this. I'll take a look.
Sure.
Um,
No problem. So yeah, it would be good to get that. This won't cause any regressions or something, right? This is just, I think this will only happen for not for the team members. I think this will happen when large restructuring things happen, right? Transferring statuses, like
Yeah,
removal.
this
Yeah,
only happens when you move a project to a
project.
different group,
Yeah.
or like move a group into a different namespace.
So cool. Yeah, so you'll have a look on this. Instrumentation. Do
Yeah.
you want me to do anything on this from the front end, Hendrik? I
No, I think it's fine. It's just mostly gets pushed down on my list every time there's a bug or something. So, but yeah, I don't think it's that critical anyway, but I'll try to really get to it this before TA.
okay. Thank you. At status icon. So there is one front end issue which is remaining, which should be done before GA, and that's the icon color to ensure contrast.
Mhm.
And Kong is working on it, and if he doesn't, uh, like he should respond to that. And if there's nothing, then I'll maybe pick it up or ask him if he. I have already asked basically if he needs any help. So because he started looking into it 4 days ago or something, 3 days ago. So yeah, they have had some conversation with Nick, so it should be picked up. Otherwise, I'll have a chat with Com. Document, please. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I have. Okay, sure. I'll have a look. Sure.
Yeah, this morning. So on Friday, Martin left a lot of suggestions. I applied all of them this morning, and there are like two questions to you to confirm, and then we can request review from Martin, and I think he will take care of the rest and merge that. And then we will need another follow-up because now the docs will mention that the flag is disabled by default, and we will just need, once we switch and enable that globally, we need to like make a small copy change that it's enabled. So this
Yeah,
way we can
we
merge
should
those
include
docs
that
this
to
week.
the MR, the feature flag MR.
This.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that, yeah.
So I was saying this to myself so that I don't forget. You have already assigned this to yourself, Agnes. Thank you.
Yes, I already fixed that. That was a small change, and yeah, I will have that in review by the end of the day.
Perfect. So the other question is, I'll just remove it because you've already asked this question. Okay. When should we enable it? At the time of, what is the time of J? Like 11th? When do we get this MR merge, Heinrich? Like on Friday or Thursday?
No, Friday is a bit risky. That's what we did with the custom field stuff that we had to do an exception process the next week because of that. So yeah, a day before would be fine.
Okay, Thursday.
Or
Do we need
maybe,
to use
yeah.
do we need to use chat ops to enable that globally first before we merge that MR, or are we just merging the MR? How's the
Yeah,
process for like enabling that globally?
yeah, it depends what we want, but yeah, we could enable it globally like Wednesday or something. Basically 2 days to test on GitLab board. Um,
Like you saying you should also enable on chat ops on Thursday.
So that would be like the first step. Use chat ops, see that everything is okay, and then merge DMR. Because reverting the MR will take some time if we like start getting a lot of errors or something like that. I'm not sure.
No,
That's my
actually,
first time.
even if it's enabled by default in the YAML, you could still use chat-ups to override it to false. It's not that big of a problem. Yeah. But I think, yeah, thinking about it, maybe we should enable it globally earlier so that we could have like like a chance to not enable it by default for self-managed, right? In case there's some kind of like major problem or, it's unlikely, but just
But
maybe Wednesday or something, right?
yeah, sure, Wednesday sounds good, but my question is, what if all these MRs are not, work is not done till Wednesday? Is it still okay?
Hmm.
I
Uh,
don't think so. Like it looks like we need
at
all of
least,
that
yeah,
to be merged.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's get them merged. We don't want like a buggy, even if those are like edge cases or not usual like workflows, right?
So do we target, okay, let's just maybe just plan to target everything by Wednesday end of the day, like any 12 p.m., which is the latest for any time zone.
Yeah.
Maybe any time zone, latest 12 or Thursday, like on Wednesday morning, late night, 12 p.m. latest time zone, maybe. Let's see, let's go through everything. We have a couple of days for transfer and move clone, couple of days for delete status, couple of days for status icon, documentation. I'll make sure I have a look today. So 2 days should be fine, right? I'm considering two because it's end of the day for me, but 2.5 or three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should aim it
Yeah.
merge on like
Wednesday late.
Tuesday or Wednesday latest because like it takes a day to get it to production. We want to enable it after all the fixes get to production. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that we will need to like leave a message on Slack to let Stefanos know because the biggest MRs are from Stefanos
Yeah.
that we need to merge them. So we need to like confirm with him if he's able to get them released
Maybe if he
by
knows
Wednesday.
that we have this plan, maybe he'll have an action because yeah, he has something going on at home. So I think he's not in that frame of mind. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like I asked him like twice if we can help him or if there's anything to hand over, but he said that it's okay for him to handle. But yeah, like I'm available to help if help is needed.
Sure. Cool. So I'll just after this post the message for that. And so let's just, I think after this, it would still be okay to enable it for team members today, right? We've moved everything. This is before GA. Uh,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, so point three, once Gabe confirms the set of statuses, I think we can enable the FF. So so I mentioned in that thread that we won't be able to delete to do and done statuses because of our like internal mapping. So at the moment, to do and done are default open and close statuses. And if a namespace doesn't have any current status records, so that will be for every namespace once we enable the feature flag, we map statuses to that default states. So even if we change a default from to do to triage, what
Yeah.
we want to do, we still cannot update that to do because all the work items before the switch to a new default status will point out to do.
The
So
other
we can,
option,
But
the other option is to rename to do to triage and create another triage or something. So basically, the to do right now is the default of all current work items, right? Those that doesn't have the records yet. So an option we could give Gabe is like, what status do you want our current work items, open work items to be at, right? And whatever that is, we could use that name and rename to do to be that status, so that all our existing work items will have that status as the fallback. And then, you could create another to do if you still want a to do. So it's gonna be a custom one now.
the problem with, I think, the to do is that to do is in, I think, from the different category that's triage, right?
But yeah, it should still be able to be set as open default, right?
yeah, it is, yes. So all the first three categories that's in progress to do triage, any of the statuses can be set to as default. Any status can be set as default. Open. So coming back to the use case. So for example, GitLab Gabe enables it for GitLab and he confirms ABC as the default status for all the open items. So once we
Yeah.
set that up, automatically the record of yeah, maybe automatically when I have a default set as different as for example to do to planning breakdown, if I change it right now, so default the status of all the open items will be changed to planning breakdown, right?
No, they don't.
Or
Only yeah.
only the new one.
Only the new ones.
Yeah, only the new ones. Yeah, so that's why we need to ask Gabe what
Yeah,
he wants the existing ones to be, because we could like rename the to do status to that.
it's even confusing to me.
Yeah, it's confusing to explain.
It is confusing, yeah. Yeah. So I think, yeah. I think we are thinking so many use cases, but maybe because we've worked with custom statuses, but this definitely can be a use case where any user doesn't want this to be the default status first, and they will ask the question if why isn't the default status changed, but then we have to tell them.
I think it's clear actually when, the feature flag is actually on, because when you turn it on, you can see that all the existing work items will have the status to do, right? Like the fallback, like open items. And then, if you switch the default open, it doesn't switch these existing ones, only new ones. If you want these existing ones to be a certain status, then you rename it maybe.
Yeah, and I believe that Nick agreed to that behavior because we had a few
Yeah.
discussions about that when discussing like migration and backfills, and we decided to go with mapping. And I think later, if we decide to like have migrations and backfills in place, we'll be able to have those default statuses to apply to like old records and new ones. But at the moment with the mapping, it only applies to new ones.
Yeah, I
As you
think
change.
I specifically made the mapping this way because I think it was a UX decision around like we don't want like just because you change the open default then everything changes or something. So
Okay, that sounds good. If that's the plan, then it's fine.
right
So-
now, are you able to move a status to a different category?
No, you can only
Okay.
reorder statuses within the same category.
I see.
Yeah. That's how it is. You can only reorder within the same category.
Even on the back end, like on GraphQL site? Or
Yeah, we cannot update the category of a status.
Is there a particular reason we want that? Changing a category. I mean, ideally, if you think about it, doesn't really because all of them are open.
I was just thinking about the case where, for example, we want all the current work items to be in the triage category or something. So we would rename the existing to do one, the fallback one to triage, but you can't move it up to the triage category or something. So
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay for now. There's so many use cases, to be honest, that if you want, like, there's so many.
because yeah, I think Gabe could also decide we
Yeah,
could also do like rename the to do one to like uncategorized or something, like to do like change this status or something, right? Like so that existing ones can have like a proper status.
yeah. Let's see. I think when we give him a green for enabling it for team members, he'll go and set it up. He or Maya, I'm not sure who, set it up for GitLab org, and then maybe they'll have more questions. I think it's Nick. No, I think it's Gabe who's going to set it up because Nick is on leave today.
I don't think so that will be Gabe. I think it will be more Donald with Tim. Like anyone, like somebody who has GitLab admin access. I don't think that Gabe has.
Okay. Let's.
So I think it will be definitely during the night for us. So like we need to leave them like a good instructions what to do and mention that Gabe's decision is a needs to be like confirmed first before they enable that.
We already shared the recording, so I think, and Donald also went through the recording, so he asked a couple of questions. So I think in that thing, they just need to confirm the statuses and add. I think that's the only thing they need to do when they are just sure about what statuses to add to what category and the default status. That's it. Otherwise, the recording should be fine.
Yeah, I could also be around to assist later tonight, my time. So
Okay, cool. If you want to, I mean, it's late for you. Otherwise, I think it's okay, and they have all the steps. And or they can also do one thing which we would have liked them to just to set it up once for like plan. They can edit plan ultimate stage and just edit statuses there and just copy whatever it is in plan stage. So depends on how they would like to. But yes, we'll definitely drop a message to them to decide whichever path they want to take. Uh, yeah. What time is it for you, Henrik, right now?
2 p.m.
So won't it be too late for you then? So
Yeah, it's okay. I stay late. But
okay. Okay. Cool. We can just tag that you will be around if they have any questions. So I think we should be good.
yeah, I think it's also not a very like critical decision or something that can't be reversed or fixed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Even if they make some mistake or they want to add a new status or something, it's something we could do later. It's not really that.
Yes, I agree. Totally. Okay,
Just a
so
quick question, question, question. A quick question to you, Henrik. Um, do we? What would be like the best way to, I don't know, monitor that feature flag enabled for GitLab.org and com? Should we be looking for like any errors in KeyBank or like make sure that everything is
Yeah,
working?
I mean, yeah, we could check Sentry, but I think the main one is like see, because this is gonna be on GitLab org, right? So yeah, mostly Slack, like team members
and we
definitely complain right away if they see something wrong. So
and we also have the feedback issue. I think someone will also announce it on what's happening.
somebody has to announce it so they don't get surprised. Or even with an announcement, I'm pretty sure someone will say like, "Hey,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
new" or
not.
something.
Yes, yeah. So, just out of curiosity, when did you switch it on for GitLab team members for custom fields?
Uh, I forgot, but yeah, it was around the end also, and I felt like it was too late or something.
Oh.
But I mean,
And let's switch it on today. If
the
you-
thing with custom fields though is that we didn't. I mean, we can switch it on. It doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't. automatically show up because you
Yeah,
need to set it up. Yeah. With this one, if you turn it on, then this the whole
This
workflow
change,
changes. It shows. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And they'll have questions on why this is happening, but lists
Yeah.
and everything they'll start doing and why this.
Although I think it's not too bad. I mean, if you turn it on, it shows up, right? But people could still ignore it, continue with their own workflow. It doesn't really force them to do anything with it, right? So
Yes.
yeah, maybe
So
it's okay.
there are two ways. But yeah, it is definitely good. We'll just switch it on for team members and I think we can take it from there.
Yeah.
Good to get it. Yeah, switched it on because the remaining work doesn't stop. Like we'll have time to see if there are any issues. So
Yeah, it's better because these are, I think, mostly minor, and we
yeah,
want to catch any major ones if ever there are any.
yes. Other than that, I have a very small couple MRs. There's UI, UX, this loading indicator and icon and everything. So that I just created it. I'll just get that merged within a day or two. There's no issue for it because I didn't take it to very minor things. So we agree, us agree to get everything merged by Wednesday end of the day, remaining work. And
Yeah.
on Wednesday or Thursday, we'll get Wednesday, not Wednesday. I'll say Thursday because if we are targeting everything to be merged by Wednesday end of the day. So Thursday we'll switch it on in chat ops and the MR to be merged to enable work item by default. So
Yeah.
if there
Cool.
is, yeah, perfect. Thank you. If there's anything else, is there anything else? I don't have anything else.
All good.
Cool. Thank you so much. And hopefully it's a nice, smooth
Yeah,
Fingers
GA.
it's the
crossed.
last week.
Yes.
Good luck to us.
Yeah, good luck to us and thank you for all your work. Have a nice day and week. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, share to end.